Hello, friends. Warm welcome to our channel, The Story of Grace. Before we starting video, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt completely alone? I mean, really alone. Maybe you were in a crowded place but felt invisible, or maybe you were at home late at night with only your thoughts and worries for company. We've all been there, and it can feel heavy, like you're carrying everything by yourself. The truth is, in every moment, good or bad, God is right there with you. He knows you, loves you, and never leaves. Today, we're talking about something powerful and life-changing, the everyday presence of Jesus in your life. This isn't just religion talk. It's real, practical, and deeply personal. His presence can steady you in the storms and make the good times even richer. So, in this video, we'll walk through 10 things you should know about God's presence through Jesus. Things that can help you live with more peace, strength, and hope every day. 10 things you should know about God's presence. First thing is, God's presence is a promise, not a feeling. We often think God's presence should feel like a lightning bolt or a rush of peace. And sometimes it does, but most of the time, it's a quiet, deep knowing. Jesus promised, "I am with you always." He didn't say, "You will always feel me." He said, "I am with you." Your feelings change all the time. One minute you're hopeful, the next you're worried. But a promise is steady. For example, think about a close friend who lives far away. You might not talk every day or even every week. You don't always feel their friendship, but you know in your heart they are there for you no matter what. That knowledge, that promise, is what gives you peace. In the same way, Jesus' presence is a promise that holds true even when you're stressed or full of doubt. Second thing is, Jesus is with you when you're hurting. When life gets hard, like a tough sickness, a major loss, or a betrayal, we often wonder, where is God? But Jesus' life was full of hardship. He knew what it was like to be hungry, rejected, and in great pain. When you're going through a tough time, He's not just watching, He's walking with you. His presence isn't about getting rid of your pain right away, but about helping you get through it, offering comfort and strength in the middle of it all. For example, imagine a time when you were completely overwhelmed with anxiety. Maybe you just lost a job or received some bad news. You couldn't sleep, your mind was racing. His presence isn't the magical solution that makes the problem disappear. Instead, it's the quiet strength that helps you get up the next day, the small feeling of hope that gets you through the panic, and the courage to take the next right step. It's a hand to hold when you feel like you're falling apart. Third thing is, God is also in the small moments, not just the big ones. We look for God in grand moments, like a beautiful sunset or a big win, and He's there. But Jesus is also present in the quiet, normal parts of your day, making coffee, washing dishes, or helping a kid with homework. He used everyday things, seeds, bread, sheep, to teach big lessons. When you really look, His grace can make your daily routine feel special and connected to something bigger. For example, think about the mundane, repetitive tasks of your day. The morning traffic jam, the stack of dirty dishes in the sink, the endless laundry. It's easy to feel drained. But what if you saw His grace in the small moments? A quiet moment of patience when you're stuck in traffic, the simple pleasure of a clean kitchen, or the joy in a child's laugh as you do something for them. His presence turns the ordinary into a chance for a little miracle. Fourth thing is, God's presence powers your kindness. When you're kind to someone, forgive them or give them a hand, you're acting out the presence of Jesus. He said, "When you did it for one of the least of these, you did it for me." His Spirit works through you. That little voice that tells you to reach out, that feeling of empathy you get, that patience you find when you're tired, that's His presence helping you be a person of grace in the world. For example, imagine a coworker who is always negative and difficult to be around. It's so tempting to just avoid them or talk about them behind their back. But one day, you feel a small nudge to ask them how they're doing. You offer a simple, genuine compliment. You don't feel like you have the energy for it, but you do it anyway. That moment of selfless kindness, which you could not have mustered on your own, is a sign of His grace empowering you to show love in a difficult situation. Fifth thing is, God clears your all doubts. Do you ever feel like you have to have all the answers to be close to God? Jesus never ran from a tough question. He welcomed them. Think of Thomas, who needed to touch Jesus' wounds to believe. Jesus didn't get mad, He invited him to. His presence is a safe place where you can bring your toughest doubts and your biggest fears. His grace meets you in your honesty, not just when you have everything figured out. For example, maybe you grew up in the church, but as an adult, you're starting to have big questions. You wonder about things you were taught, and you feel guilty about it. You might feel alone and scared to talk to anyone about it. Jesus' presence is the quiet voice that says, it's okay to ask. It's okay to wonder. His grace meets you in that space of uncertainty and gives you the courage to seek truth without fear of being judged. Sixth thing is, God is present when you're also in rest. We live in a world that never stops, but Jesus' invitation is simple. Come to me, all you who are tired and have a heavy load, and I will give you rest. His presence is found in slowing down, in quiet prayer, or just in being still. His grace offers a break from the constant pressure, a place for your soul to find peace. For example, think about your day off. You feel pressure to get everything done, to run errands, to clean the house. You're exhausted, but feel guilty for just sitting. But when you make the choice to simply put your phone down, sit on the couch, and just breathe, you are accepting Jesus' invitation. His presence is in that intentional rest, in the quiet moment where you let go of your to-do list and just be. Seventh thing is, God's presence puts you back on track with love. Sometimes feeling God's presence might mean a gentle nudge, a realization that you've made a mistake. This isn't judgment, it's loving guidance. Think of Peter, who denied Jesus 3 times, but was gently brought back into the fold. Jesus' presence through His grace points us toward a better way, not to make us feel bad. It's always an invitation to grow, never a reason to feel ashamed. Eighth thing is, God is also present when you're with other people. Jesus said, "Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I am there with them." There's a special power in getting together with other people who share your faith. It's not just about going to church, it's about real connection and supporting each other. His presence is made stronger when we come together in His spirit of grace. For example, imagine a small group of friends getting together to talk about their lives, pray for each other, or volunteer in their community. It might not feel spiritual in a dramatic way, but when you are genuinely listening, sharing a burden, and supporting one another, that's where Jesus is. His presence is in that real, honest connection, and it makes your bond stronger. Second last thing is, God's presence inspires your creativity. The God who created the stars and the oceans also gives us our own creativity. His presence can spark new ideas, fuel your passions, and help you find your purpose. When you feel a desire to create something beautiful or meaningful in the world, that's His divine presence at work, helping you show His own creative grace. For example, think about a time you were working on a creative project. Maybe painting, writing, playing music, or even just planning a beautiful party. When you are in the zone, feeling inspired and joyful, that is a reflection of God's creative spirit. His presence is in that desire to make something new and to express beauty in the world. Last and most important thing is, God's grace is a free gift, not something you earn. And finally, maybe the most important truth, you don't have to do anything to earn God's presence. His presence through Jesus is entirely grace. It's a gift. You don't have to be perfect or holy enough or have a perfect life. He is simply there because He loves you. His presence is always there, no matter what you do or don't do. This is the heart of the story of grace. Now, thanks for joining me on this journey. I hope this video helped you see grace in a new way. I have a question for you. What does grace mean to you? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more stories. See you next time.